Okay, so I'm gonna be on my bottom, I'm gonna be on the guard here, and now first thing I wanna do is make sure that I'm hiding my foot. I do not like putting my foot in the guy's hip because I'm prone to leg locks, all sorts of things that I can avoid just by tucking my foot underneath the pelvis and I'm gonna start reaching for my partner's wrist and tricep. Now, the reason I call this fishing pole is because, like with fishing poles, we're always gonna be reeling our opponent in. And when I say reel, I'm gonna be pulling the arm drag grip that I have now to my chest, the fishing pole, the rod. And I'm gonna start to notice that my knee is on the outside of his torso. One thing I don't want is I do not want my knee to be on the inside of his torso to where he can start smashing my hips and going to the side. Maybe I have to do some more work instead of just tucking it on the outside of his torso right here. Make sure that your knee is pointing up. Also make sure that you're on your side, don't be flat on your back. Okay, so grabbing the tricep, my fishing pole here, I'm gonna start reeling in my opponent, okay, or partner. I'm gonna go shoulder to shoulder, okay? Once I feel like his shoulder's to mine, I'm gonna let go of the half guard hook. Maybe if you come around here, you can see my hook right here. My toes are touching the mat, okay? When I'm ready to go, I'm just gonna lift and make sure that my foot goes out of his leg. Okay, and just somewhere on the mat, anywhere. Just make sure that your toes are touching down. I go shoulder to shoulder and I start lifting with my butterfly hook as I start hopping on this leg and coming onto my shoulder for the sweep. Make sure that right when you land, you let go of the tricep and you go right to the underhook. So as he starts recovering guard, I'm in a nice knee cut position, grab his head and arm, and pass. Make sure we're hip to hip, butt control. So again, he's on his knees. I need to make sure that my foot is safe, so I tuck it under his pelvis. If I need to sit up to grab his arm, that's fine. Notice how I'm on my elbow. You can always get on your elbow to do this, okay? You don't necessarily have to use so much lower abdominals. You grab the wrist, get up on the elbow that's grabbing the wrist, grab his tricep, start pulling his shoulder to yours, start falling back to the mat. I let go of the half guard hook that I have and put my toes on the mat somewhere, anywhere. Then I start lifting the butterfly hook up and start hopping on one foot and putting my neck and my shoulder on the mat, coming up for the sweep. Now, I make sure that I let go of his armpit, because if I don't, he can re-drag me, okay? Oh, I don't want that. So once I feel like I come on top, I get the underhook. Now no re-drag, he starts recovering guard. I already got a nice underhook, grab his head, knee slice through. So hide your feet, guys. Make sure that you're not getting leg locked, don't keep it on the hip. Tuck it under the pelvis. It might not touch the mat or go underneath the leg or anything, but as long as you tuck it under there, eventually it will turn into a butterfly hook. So we're kind of just planning for the future here. I sit up on my elbow, grab his tricep, start pulling his shoulder to my shoulder, start leaning back to get his weight on top of me. I let go of my half guard, put my toes on the mat somewhere, start hopping on one foot as I lift my butterfly hook, post on my head and my shoulder for a brief second, kick, let go of the armpit so I don't get re-dragged. Get my underhook, he's gonna start recovering guard. I make sure to at least grab his head. If he swims for the underhook, I make sure to close the distance before he can finish that. Get nice pressure, make sure my shoulder's under his neck. Cut through, side control.